Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome. Uh, as you can realize that I'm drinking because England has won the World Cup. England has won the football against France. What can I say? We call it alternative facts, which is not true. But England is coming home. You can say it's coming home. I want to welcome you tonight. Talking Sip. Yeah, yeah. We just had the football a while ago, and they normally sing the song. It's coming home. It's coming home. Football is coming home. But instead, you got the football team is coming home from um, Qatar. Just had well, it's a cool um, Saturday. Saturday, 10 p.m. UK time. Yeah, lights a bit bright. I want to welcome you to what should I say? A very chilled evening. I like the Saturday nights to be chilled, wherever you are. Talking Sip, the concept where we get together and have conversation with friends over a light sip. And question is, what are you drinking tonight? Yeah. What are you drinking? You can have water. You can have, Coke, juice. You can have Argentina drinks, Brazilian juice, English cup of tea, anything you want it to be. Mister, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm look so dark.
I don't know, but Reggie, you're dark, you know that. You want me to get dark with you? We can get dark with you, So we're dark together.
Yeah, I understand that.
What's that? I don't understand your lighting factor there. It's like you're shining a light to try to find the Brazilian. That's strange, Lester, isn't it? Okay, Lester's gonna come back in. Yeah. Yeah, please like and share. Jacqueline, how you doing? Awesome. There are three things that I was looking at this week, and so many things came out this week. Actually, that's why I call it the week of upsets. The week of upsets, whereby one, Brazil is out, and I put a disclaimer right now: I don't watch football. I think. Oh, you're going to Jamaica? Oh, well done. Well, you can actually pass through the UK and leave a big grip, big enough, and I'll jump in the grip, and I will definitely pass through. So therefore, anybody's going to Jamaica, make sure that you come to the UK first, leave a big grip, and I can jump in it and make my way to Jamaica as well. I guess this is a beautiful time to go to Jamaica because of Christmas. I can't tell when last I've been to Jamaica on a Christmas, but I'm sure that anybody who's planning to go to Jamaica at this time will truly love the moment. I've got a friend of mine. She's not Jamaican. She's down in Jamaica now. She's actually in Ocherius. So I link her with my sister down there so she can have a stellar moment in Jamaica as well. The The Sussex Netflix is out. You know, I mean, spoke about that on Thursday. You know, rich people having a breakdown moment. I say rich people because Harry and Meghan, in real terms, ladies and gentlemen, these guys have nothing to worry about. They're not worried about the. Actually, I don't even know they don't even know where the gas gauge is or the electric gauge in their house. The 15 million or 5 million mansion. They have no idea about that. Trust me. I don't really go to too much worry about them. There are many people out there having serious, serious and fundamental issues. You know, very serious and fundamental issues out there. And the last thing they're going to think about now is Harry and Meghan. But, many people like to possibly jump on that sort of wagon. If anything, that's all well. And then I saw something with Sizzla and Khalid, DJ Khalid. I guess DJ Khalid is out. So Brazil is out. Sussex Netflix is out. DJ Khalid is out when it comes on to Sizzla. I'm sure there can be some discussions on that. Another thing also is that Jamaica, the Prime Minister, is making some inroads. And somebody sent me something today. What they said that, let me see if I can find it. They said the Prime Minister, they said they can understand what the Prime Minister is actually doing, in that there are a certain amount of questionable characters, maybe about 300 or so, which they're trying to get hold of through the FBI. And Canada, the travel advisor for Canada traveling to Jamaica is saying, watch it. So therefore, there's a travel advisory for Jamaicans or for people traveling to Jamaica from Canada. Very interesting. Yeah. Another thing also I want to pick up on again is the Passport Immigration Control Agency in Jamaica. Of recent days, if you remember, they came to the UK in October, and a few people have said I should just really say something. In that a lot of people are actually, complaining, saying that they haven't received their passport yet. But I know a couple now who are saying that they're received. Somebody messaged me today to say that they have received a text to say it's on its way. Near to about 4 to 5, if anything, working days. I think I got mine in 40 working days or so. The original plan was 25 days, and I'm just finding it. I find that sometimes Jamaican organizations, what they need to do sometimes is just to have a communication. Just have a communication to say that they're running late, they're delayed, or so, and that really helps in the communication. So we have to be accountable and transparent as much as possible, and people are not so daft in a way, or stupid in the sense that they cannot understand. But one of the things that persons talk about is that the communication is lapsed, and communication is so much and very key. But I understand that they're on to North Coast, on to the North America now, to do the same thing in helping Jamaicans getting their passports, which is a good thing because people like to get their passports, like to hold up their natural Jamaican passports, but also people like to also get hold of their Jamaicans, people of Jamaican ancestry, also would like to get British Jamaican citizenship. Citizenship is always good in different ways, and so I hope that they really sort that out as much as possible. The most important thing is to communicate. And why I say that is because a lot of people are saying to me that you're on the front line speaking about this, encouraging people to do it, and you host the organization on your show, so you need to really just say something. So that's what I'm saying, since I And I've been in communication with them and express concerns. Some other persons say that there's no issues from their side. um, don't know really what that means. I think sometimes it is very important that we call out institutions, call out things, because if we don't call things out, it won't be better or people won't understand the concerns. But if we sometimes bury things, keep it quiet, keep it covered, sometimes it doesn't help really. And one can be very diplomatic with things. One don't have to cuss and go on bad. One can actually, somehow have that conversation. So I hope and I trust that as a government arm, that they will actually get with the program. You know what I'm trying to say? And sort that out. And all the best to them and the great work that they're doing at the same time. Boom. You know? Lester, give me a thumbs up when I see that you're ready. Let me check if yeah. Good, good, good. How is it? Much better now?
Yes.
So what happened to
Yeah.
your light a while ago?
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
It was the camera. Something was off on the camera. So me
Yeah.
fiddle around and you know.
There's a fiddle on the roof. Cheers, mate. What are you drinking?
The Netherlands national beer.
Mm. Was Netherlands in the football a while ago? Did they got kicked out or they got kicked
Yes,
in? Which one was it? I don't know. Oh, you
the
don't
god
watch
of the god of football kicked them out, sir.
the god of football, Messi. So what? So were you watching a while ago?
Yes, I watched how the British team got French bread.
French bread, gold bread, gold bread. Is it
Yeah,
gold bread?
yeah,
What's the guy named Gold?
yeah.
Gold.
Herod,
Huh?
Herod.
Kieran. My wife and children were watching it because I always have a good sleep before talking sick because it goes through the night. And they're all excited downstairs. I went down there sitting watching with them. They all were actually saying they like gold. And after they were talking about they like gold, he scored. So I said, it's you guys. They say he was like a gentleman. Is that true?
It was a very good match.
Uh,
Very good match. But the French team is far superior. But,
and the Brits.
yeah, but far superior.
Mm.
It's a more complete team.
Do you
The-
think do you think at the same time with the French team that they're more aggressive, not aggressive, but going for it and so like that?
Um, Probably, but
Mm.
it's just the two different styles of football, and
Yeah,
you know, one of the factors in this World Cup
yeah,
is that all the big name countries
yeah,
have star African players playing for them,
yes,
and that is a problem for me. I don't like that. That's a problem.
yeah.
Um,
I got the list here. Somebody gave me the list.
yeah. Um, I, okay. If you look at this, you know, it's mind blowing. So it's not even a British team. you know,
Mm.
you know, it's not even a British team. It's a
What is it?
Commonwealth team.
What is the English team? When it's a British team, what do you mean? I mean, it's a. Are you talking the British team recently?
No,
Just a while ago.
I'm talking about the British team, the French team, the German team, the Netherlands team. All these teams
Yeah.
are comprised with a lot of colonial players.
One second, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Talk and Sip. And if you're asking what is in the glass, it's a glass of red. And Lester is having. For those on Instagram, you can jump over onto YouTube and Facebook, and you'll see, and you can get into what you can say what you're drinking as well. Thank you, Lester. You're saying.
Yeah. So like, I would like to see an African team do well, go far into the World Cup, and probably winning it. You know.
Mm.
We have Morocco now in the semi-final, which is the first African team to be in the semi-finals.
Yes.
But we have not had for the last 10, 15 years, we have not had the best African players playing for African countries.
Right.
So they play for Europe.
So they get their citizenship or whatever to get it sorted, and then they leave their motherland, the real motherland rather.
Yes, yes.
So what you're trying to say then, Lester, and I'm looking. Let's go back onto this image here, the picture here that we have. Let me highlight speaker. How are you? Blessings to you, sir. Uh, I think what you're saying is that if they all play for a particular African team and pool their resources, because goalkeepers for America,
Yeah,
Sean Johnson,
yeah,
Spain, Robert Sanchez, Costa Rica, Esteban, and the defenders now that they're talking about,
yeah.
Anthony Robinson, USA, Cameron, USA, Walker, England, Tripper, England, Walston, England,
No, no, no.
yeah,
Walsh is Costa Rica.
Walston, Costa Rica, Fuller, Costa Rica, and it goes down the list there. The
Yeah,
forwards, Rashford, England. Yeah, but I think when you look at, I mean, okay. Well, this is a World Cup squad with Jamaican heritage. These are all person with Jamaican heritage.
yeah. A lot of people with Jamaican heritage. Yeah,
So therefore, at the same time, Jamaica could be pulling a team as well.
exactly.
Or what? Well, Dennis Chung. Well, I mean, Dennis Chung was here the other day, and I mean, it's a resource thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Money.
and it's also opportunity. And not just money, but opportunity, and also opportunity to play at a high level. Consistently to train with the best trainers, the best nutrition, the best.
Hmm.
It's and just to see where you can really go.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah.
Um, like this Croatia team is beautiful.
Uh,
Croatia entered the World Cup for the first time in 1998 as a independent, as a sovereign nation. 'Cause remember, Croatia was under the USSR, and
yeah,
they have not dropped out of the World Cup under like number five or number four or number three
yeah.
entering the World Cup. So and but Jamaica has a lot of players that play in Europe, but we don't see these high level players playing for Jamaica.
Well, Jamaica seemed to have more people rooting for Brazil than even Jamaica. I mean, I just saw what just a few, well, between Argentina and Brazil. You know, I mean, Jamaicans are naturally gravitating that way because there's no Jamaican team there, isn't it? That's naturally so.
Jamaica's always supported Brazil. I think it is the style of football, the flair, the flamboyance, the shifting, and the salad and pile and all. I don't know if you're familiar with football terminologies, Silver. I never
Well,
heard it.
I like to learn things each day. I mean, I claim credit to the fact that I'm not a football fan, or I just go for when it's semifinals, finals, and even tonight I was just sleeping. Wasn't a big deal.
Yeah,
It's the best time to drive on the English road when there's football. Anybody want to go anywhere?
yeah.
That's the best time. The road is
I
very
think in
quiet.
Jamaica also, they're like the roads are
That's the
roads
best
are
time. Yeah. So I'm not a wagonist. I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you are. I mean,
no.
lights.
I'm
Well, one
supporting.
second. One second. Light speaker. I send the link to you. Yeah. Light speaker say I'll go shopping. That's the best time, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Um. I've supported. Silver. Some people see life too complicated.
Yeah.
Um, we all know, and persons who know the history of the country Argentina with the natives Africans that were there in the country and what
Mm.
happened over the last century. But I'm just trying to enjoy a game of football with a team and a style of play that I like, which is Argentina type football.
Yeah.
And people keep bringing political issues into the football, spoiling the fun for everybody. You
Yes.
know, how can you as a black man support Argentina and they're so racist? I said, what team you support? Germany. I'm like, bro, Germany
Yep.
have black players. Okay.
Well. Kanye West says positive things about Germany. Anyway, won't go there.
About Germany or a particular Austrian.
Well, our particular interesting. You said that a particular Austrian. You know, nobody want to hear that though. There are many things that people don't want to hear. Many people don't want to talk about in this world because I coined the topic tonight because I always try to think what is happening and what is reflective, and the one that struck me very much was the week of upsets.
Yeah,
Brazil is out. The Sussex Netflix is out. Okay, the Sussex Netflix is out. Harry and Meghan.
yeah.
DJ
Did
Khalid
you
is
watch
out.
it?
You see, I believe that in order to comment effectively on these things, one need to watch. I actually liked it. Did you watch it?
I loved it.
I love it actually.
The
It wasn't.
production was awesome, and
I
how they take us back to history and
Yeah,
they connect everything back. Love it.
yeah. No. I was saying because there's a tendency for people to shoot them down right away. But I say let me take that particular program by itself. I don't know what the second, third, or fourth is going to be like. If they're going to
Mhm.
dig deep into the, but I watch it and I can understand where Harry's coming from. I can understand where Megan is coming from. My only thing is that okay, do you have to broadcast it? I'm trying to say everybody have issues to a certain extent. Well, I mean, they need to make some money as well, and I think they'll make a lot of it because the viewership is very high. They question or their spokesperson questioned that point, which they said they wanted to get away so they can get away from the pressing of a private life. And people always saying, "Hang on, you want a private life, but you're actually bringing people into your home every day." And I believe that the more that they keep speaking about their life and their family and their issues, I think the more the paparazzi and the more the press is going to keep coming at them, especially the Brits. Because the Brits are actually hating them now, more and more, the majority of Brits.
But Silver,
Yeah,
every country is different. You know
yeah,
that here we don't have an obsession with the royal family here.
yeah. But you got a royal family there, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. We don't have an
yeah,
obsession with them. You know,
yeah. Mm,
but it's and what we see more here is the royal family being more of service to the people more than
mm,
celebrity.
mm.
In England, they're like celebrities. The English press salivate on them doing stuff.
Yes, yes.
You know,
Mm. I think it's because, and I mean, it's not just the Brits only that cause that. It's because they realize that this is a massive earning tool for the country. Americans salivate also over the royal family. It's like a big thing for them. And the Queen, I mean, everybody loves the Queen in a sense. For those who are, love the Queen, and so it's a money making thing. Buckingham Palace, Windsor, and all those places. It is like the hallmark. It is like they say the mother of democracy, and it's also like the mother of royalty in a sense. Even though royalty really emanate really from Africa,
and the mother of colonialism.
and the mother of colonialism, mother of everything, mother of racism, mother of everything you can think about. Michelle Clark, how are you? and and then and then and then I saw what's his name? What the virgin name? Sizzla of fireworks. I was thinking it was Penny for the guy, and I realized he was actually burning DJ Khalid. You know, and I sat down today for the first time and listened to a guy named Footer Hype from top to bottom, and then apparently one section in the in his commentary was like they blocked it. I don't know. Did you see that?
Yeah, I know Futa High personally.
Did they block a section of it? There's a section they blocked in it.
I've watched several he's several live that have done on the topics. I don't know which one they're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, okay, tell me what you thought of what Footer Hype said. Oh,
I
oh,
think.
wait. For those who don't know who Footer Hype is,
Yeah.
Footer Hype is a Jamaican DJ selector sound system
Yeah.
operator that now lives in Florida.
Yeah. What I think, what when I listen to Footer Hype, and I like what he says about not going for the fame and the flurry and all those sort of things and the excitement, but look deeper into things. Um, and he was talking about this is something that happened a lot, whereby Jamaica, just like how we sort of talk about football a while ago, Jamaica has the base, the source of doing things fantastic, but others from overseas tend to come in and capitalize on it in a way. And he was talking about that people like DJ Khalid, who started off from in Jamaica and everything like that. These guys used to support him, and he said he has no problem with DJ Khalid. He's a businessman. The issue he has is with Jamaican artists who tend to allow themselves to be I'm saying this word, manipulated and used in a way, because we are not really together, and that is something which emanated a bit also from the that Vanessa was talking about regarding the Grammy, whereby others come in and sort of take over in a way. I was thinking when I listened to it first with the Sizzla bit, it was about his name, but I realized it wasn't about his name only, because I also listened to some engineer of him was talking, and the engineer was actually saying, well, he didn't say much, but he said, boy, you guys don't know. There's much more to this than that. And the fact that the collaboration also have something called, I don't know what it, I don't maybe it's a terminology which is used for some sort of people, and they say the collaboration with some particular female who's unknown, there's some L into it or whatever. I don't know. You can maybe explain it a bit more, because
All right. Um, I spoke to a contractor who is a an associate of Sizzla Kalanji, Miguel Collins. Um, the size of the font, Sizzla's name on the plaque is small, right?
Yeah.
And they did have words. Sizzla did say to Khalid that, sorry, that he wanted the name to be bigger. Khalid said, well, if you want the name to be bigger, you have to pay $450 for us to redo it and let the name get bigger. You know, the thing
Mm.
is, DJ Khaled's name is big, but the album is DJ Khaled's album.
But DJ Khaled is everything. Say DJ Khaled.
Because it's
Yeah.
so let me break it down.
Mm.
So DJ Khaled don't really he's not really a performer on the track, he's more a producer. So
Mm.
like what he said, DJ Khaled, so he will have that on a track.
Yeah.
So then he becomes a performer, a singer on the track because he says something on the track. So
Yeah.
he gets publishing too for performing on the track, not just a producer, right?
Mm.
So his label is We the Best. We the Best is signed to Cash Money. Cash Money is
Mm.
signed to Universal Records, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cash Money Records is controlled by Baby and Slim, right? They're the most successful record label in America, black record label, right?
Mm.
Now there's a lot of so Khalid is a part of a huge machinery.
Yes.
This album was a father of Assad. That is, Assad is DJ Khaled's son's name. DJ Khaled put his son as executive producer on the album.
Mm.
So his son is really the owner of this album. So I think there are 15 tracks, and Jay Z on it, Beyonce is on it,
Yes. Yeah.
um, Emma, several artists, big name artists are on the album. What I think Caesar should have done is just put the plaque in his studio, right, and just not make an issue of it. The thing is, sometimes we have to step back,
Mm.
right, have an argument behind the scenes,
Mm.
squash it out, and then we come back forward
Wheel and come
constructively,
again.
wheel and come again. You know, Now the particular girl on the track, Buju Banton is on the track, Sizzla is on the track,
Mm.
Capital is on the track, and I think Skilly Bank, somebody else is on the track. A girl is on the track, she's gay,
Mm.
and that is the issue surrounding
That's what that's what I
the
pick up as well. Yeah.
yeah. Also, it's a possibility. Don't quote me on it. It's a possibility that there's a gay movie coming out, and this track is the soundtrack for this gay movie. Not saying that it's so. This is the
Yeah.
bits and bits that we are
That's
picking
what
up.
I picked up. That's what I pick up. That's what
Yeah.
I sense was alluded to. Yeah.
And
And then
everybody also
these guys at bonfire, these guys at bonfire is going to be on the forefront along. Yeah.
so he's saying, why are you using my name, my likeness, my voice on something that Rastafari is totally against?
Mm.
Now, that is morality, right? But in actuality, Sizzla cannot stop DJ Khalid because it's not Sizzla's song anymore. It's DJ Khaled's song, so he can do whatever he wants to do with the song. Now, Universal Records own the song also. So Universal can do what he want that they want to do with the song, and they don't have to ask Khalid anything,
Ah.
right? Now let me go back to what Footer Hype said. Footer Hype is right and he's wrong. That the
Mm.
Jamaican artists are being used, but the Jamaican artists also are not organized, right? Also, you can't look at an industry that you don't have Jamaican businessmen invested in, right? So like you're an attorney.
Mm.
You are not investing your money, your time, your skill in representing a Jamaican artist, or you as an attorney is managing a Jamaican artist, pushing a Jamaican artist. So when the bigger industry in America look down at Jamaica and says, but we don't see a Grace Kennedy, we don't see Alaska, we don't see a NCB, we don't see these big Jamaican companies invest into the music,
Yeah.
right? So when you look at the big label owners, it's not just Universal. This guy owns or controls. He has other business. He's a businessman,
Yeah.
right? So music is a tiny part of his whole network of business.
Yeah.
Now we need to have that as reggae, so that we have, guess what we have? We have our own streaming services. So if somebody wants to buy reggae, they don't go onto um YouTube, or we have our own system that you come and buy reggae from.
But
You just
why you don't have that? Why you haven't done that, Lester? I mean, so
because the mechanics of people don't understand the mechanics of having a streaming company is very expensive. I mean, I'm literally talking the mechanics of
mm,
operating a streaming company is very expensive.
mm,
So it's so, you have to have the resources to put in it, and then you have to have the product, which is the
uh,
music.
uh. Michelle said, Footer Hype, or however you spell his name, need to be quiet and learn his history. It was very embarrassing what Zizla did. And she go further by saying, why should you do that just because the front of your name is written in it is small on the plaque? You know? Um where is Sizzler now in the scheme of things in a way? I mean, Buju Banton, Sizzler, Capleton, are these guys sort of pooling their knowledge, their skill set, and whatever to set up something? Because they shouldn't they be Gongzilla, Beanie Man, them shouldn't they be setting up some sort of base something for next generation? So
I,
you don't have the Khalid factor that can come in and just say yardman style, and they said they come down for this period of time because they got a plan, they got something that on the horizon. Shouldn't we Jamaicans be doing that?
but this is what I'm saying. So
Mm,
a man who's as accomplished as Moses Anthony Davis, Beanie Man, should be partnering with somebody like a Gary Matalan, right?
yeah,
Or a Mark Myers from KFC, and say, hey, you're a businessman, I'm a musician, but I'm also a businessman. Let us come together with resources and let us explode my likeness and images. Let's just
Yeah.
move on to another level, you know. Um, the thing is that there's no structure behind reggae dancehall music.
Mm.
Sorry, I keep saying reggae dancehall. There's no structure behind reggae music,
Yes.
right? And people need to understand that dancehall is not a subgenre or anything. It's one music we have, and it's reggae. And so there's no structure behind reggae. There's no business force behind reggae. There's no lawyers. There's no union. There's no entity pushing reggae.
Mm.
So
Mm.
so what happens is that it is wide open for exploitation. That's why and so you said Vanessa said something about the Grammys.
Yeah.
Vanessa was totally wrong.
Mm.
You have to be a member of the Grammy Society. So you have to pay. I think it's $100. So anybody in Jamaican industry can pay $100 per year, your membership fee, and you become a voting member. So if we have 3, 4, 5,000 Jamaican artists, right, who's paying, right, like
Yeah.
Being Man has a lot of money, Captain has a lot of money, Sizzla has a lot of money, Bounty
Yeah.
Killer, all these guys, so they can say, hey, all right, all you guys, and call a meeting and have like 3, 4, 5, 600 people and said, how much
Mm.
money can come up with $100? And you see like 50 person put them on out of 600. All right, all of us on this stage here, Shaggy, Sean Paul, everybody,
Y-
Vegas, everybody, we're gonna come together, we're gonna pay for all of you guys, right? So these things that you have to do so that you have a lot of voting members on the
Voting,
Grammy.
and you got a block. You got a
You got
voting block.
a voting block. So that Nas or Jay Z or Little Uzi or Little
Mm.
Dirk come to you and say, "Hey, I hear that you have like 1,500 members. Hey, bro, look, I have 1,200. Your black vote for me, my black vote for you." That's how it's done. It's like
Yeah.
election campaigning.
Yeah.
You know,
Just to say, ladies and gentlemen, for anyone who want to come in on the show, and if you're watching on YouTube as well, there's a link. I just put my details there. You can message me if you want to join in. At the same time, the link to actually come on, I will post it here again, and there you are. You can actually join in. I put it in the chat section there. You can actually click, and you come straight in for the discussion. I'm always it's like a deja vu, or it's a groundhog day. I was going to say groundzilla day, um, whereby we always come back to this point here, Lester. I'm not into the music business or whatever like that, but I'm into the Jamaica business of us being on top of the game. And many times we were, like Squealer from Animal Farm, we're always squealing when sometimes things gone through the gate. Like the Sizzler bit was a typical example. Really and truly, we should have something in place by now. I mean, you got the Rory. Is it Rory, the guy that is with Shensia? Is it Ramesh? Yeah,
Ramesh,
you got all these guys. You got and just like you said, Matilon, and I'm sure even the guys like Stuart Adams. Please, we need to get Adam Stewart one Sunday night. I want to get him on my show. I'll sit down with him. But all these players there should be able. Even Mark Golding involved with music and so like that. Siaga used to be Babs. There must be a way.
and PJ also.
Yeah, there must be a way whereby things can actually sorted. Let's say it's going on too much, man. Gone on too much.
You see, Jamaicans take things very personal, right?
Mm.
So like the boss of Universal Records, if one of the artists does something, he is not scratching his head like you're scratching your head.
Yeah,
No, because he has managers in place below him. So certain things don't reach him unless it is massive.
yeah,
So he's not bothered with it because he has other things to do. Like what
yeah.
you said. Like what you said.
Mm.
Why haven't I don't know if you've heard of Alliance, Bounty Killer's crew, right?
I heard about the alliance. Yeah.
At one point, Bounty Killer have 19 of the biggest artists in Jamaica under his camp.
Mm.
He didn't sign any one of them. You're looking at Movado, Vibes Cartel, Wayne. Wayne Marshall is the biggest artist. Now, if he has a problem with one producer, right? That producer cannot record any of the 19 artists. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't have to like you for you to record my artist.
The business, yeah.
You have a nice rhythm. The rhythm is bad. I'm gonna record on the rhythm also. I don't have to talk to you. Send the rhythm over. I record. You do the rhythm because
Mm.
what we're doing is money. This is what we're doing, money,
Mm.
right? Vibes Cartel broke off from Alliance, formed his crew, former Empire. First was former Empire, now it's Gaza.
So Vibes Cartel came under that
Yeah, Bontilla
lineage.
was the one who boss Vibes Cartel.
Mm.
So Vibes Cartel now has his own crew, the Gaza.
Mm.
He signed every single artist. He signed every single producer that works with him. It's just
Mm.
his structure was a whole different structure. So this is what I'm saying is that well, what has derailed Vibes Cartel movement is that he's incarcerated now. But what
Yeah.
what we need now is the second generation, right? Which is UTG, Uptown Gaza, which is
Yeah.
his sons. So his sons is going into music. His sons is going into
Yeah.
production. His sons is going into real estate. So,
Yeah.
so this is the structure that we don't wanted to see
Yeah.
replicated all over Jamaica's industry.
All right. Look, welcome, Vanessa. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You good? And let me just welcome Michelle. Michelle, how are you doing?
Hi guys, I'm fine.
Okay. So we have
Hi,
I'm a friend.
where is Peter and Reverend?
where's Reverend? Reverend is no. Let's say it's Reverend. God of football.
Today.
Oh,
Let's let's say
what the
Reverend
football
today.
match you done? And who will lose and who win?
Who
England gonna
won?
them yard? England gonna them yard?
England is coming home. It's coming home. They are coming home.
Eh? That one?
Yeah, yeah. Vanessa, Michelle, I think you're in the warmest place now, isn't it?
Yeah, I have my fan on. I have my AC on.
Wow. Vanessa, we are here in the cold looking at our meat or Terminator. What do you mean?
My one lock off, you know. My one lock
You
off.
wanna see
I
me
have my,
face on and say
have
they
you
frozen?
Huh?
what is the temperature like?
Right now, wow, -2.
Yeah, I think it's about -2 here also.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the big freeze. You know what I'm saying? After a while, as soon as I put on my scarf and my hat and so like that, and moving from room to room. I'm just kidding. But listen,
not in a house.
Michelle, Michelle, I don't know. Your thing is having some cutting out again. I don't know what has happened these last days. I don't know if Lester has been sabotaging your thing, cause I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm cutting out.
Go
No,
on,
it's
talk.
not.
Go on, talk.
What talk?
2 degrees.
So can you hear me?
You're using if you're using an earphone, disconnect it and just use a normal speaker.
No, I'm not using the earphone at all. I think there's a
Alright.
problem. You want me to go out and come back in?
Yeah, yeah. Do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Vanessa, I don't know if you had picked up a bit what we're talking about the whole Sizzla bit there, and my thing was this for years. I keep hearing this discussion all the while as to why Jamaicans artists are not pulling together. So therefore, you don't have a DJ Khalid who is doing his legitimate business that can come in and capital and monopolize, or as they would say, manipulate them. They should have something by now, isn't it? A structure in
Yeah,
place.
yeah. Cause I tell you something now. I wish we should have like more people here tonight because when I say so
Yeah,
cause I'm going to stand my mic because I want to reverb. And I'm going to say one thing. Jah
yeah,
will never give the power to a body. Make them crucify the dread. Time alone. Whoa, time. What Bob Marley say? Jah will
I
never
will never give up
power
power to.
to a ballad. make them crucify that time alone, what time will tell. All right. I don't think so. I turn now.
You need to finish it. You need to finish it. Think you're in heaven, but you're living in hell. That was the last bit.
Think you're in heaven, but let's not give me some drum, man. I think you're in heaven, but you're living in hell. Think you're in heaven, but you're living in hell. Time alone, what time will tell? You think you're in heaven, but
But you're living in hell. Boom.
all right.
There we go.
Why
That's
I sing that song? You see? Is that you see Bob Marley, he was a clever businessman. One, him was a man, what I think is one of the few men who farm him own a God down here. Him have him own God. You want give him a God, him say me I go call my God, Selassie. Yeah? Me, I'm a friend them. Not Bob Marley friend them. I go call him God, Selassie. Him a go have him and him friend them say we are gonna have our own type of music and we are gonna make it Afrocentric. It was a business model. Now, when you marry the religion with anything at all, it spreads rapidly. Now, the religion of Rastafari started in Jamaica, because we have to go to the root of these things. It started in Jamaica. And Rastafari, in terms of the music and the meditation of it, supported certain things. And I am not, I'm just saying, I'm just repeating what I know Rastafari stand for. They're anti-gay, them don't like flesh like dead meat. Them believe in a holistic, them call certain things Babylon and Rastaman have been known to light fire and flames in anything where them consider to be wrong. And I think a lot of things are going on the reggae music, you know, in terms of where it represent and where it go, where it get infiltrated and it represent away from what it is. Because let's look at it. The Rastafari movement was not embraced by Jamaica wholly and solely. They are very, if we were to do census as to the numbers of Rastas, official Rastas who are real Rastas, and we don't know our numbers because we do not care to know. There are people that have been alienated and treated very badly. And what has happened? Because we threw out the baby and the bath water, we threw out the reggae, and when we dash out the baby and the bath water now, somebody, other people, took the reggae on, the world took Bob Marley with him love locks and him thing. That's why I see me now. Me, you know, me not a in the ball up on the line. I know me put up on the hand make silver and just disconnect. Hear this though. And when
Mr.
I say
Barley
ball
there.
you
Mr.
know,
Barley there.
oh no, I don't mean your ear because I
Okay.
am not a Rasta. I mean your heart. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see Rasta mean Afrocentric. Before them turned Selassie na them God. Selassie wasn't no God. It was a form of Afrocentricness. So when them talk about ballad, them talk about your ear, your blackness. The ballad and the Rastafari represent the whole black thing about the ear. So no matter if you're head bald, because you don't have to be dread to be Rasta. Yeah? So if you when we have this ballad art now, and that the rest of them farm a clique outside of Jamaica, because reggae is global. And them, personally, a lot of the reggae people are coming out of reggae at Jamaica. Like, for example, there are some people sing George Nooks and them sing gospel, but them is not Christian. And sometimes the Christian them give George Nooks a hard time. So we as ballad now, singing reggae, yeah? What you think up with the rest of them global in a global movement? Them now letting the ballad them to a certain extent, but you have certain systems because Jamaica throw it out and the power base I get shaky and Rastaman stop on fire. When you look at you see certain people where them describe me not my words, theirs as infidel, them describe them as pagan, them describe them as all kind of something, right? So right now them people are coming a reggae and them then a reggae and there's two way of looking at Sizzla. Let's just get to Sizzla now, because we go around the road and we set the scene. Khalid now is a man where is known as a friend of Jamaica and a friend of all the artists. And as Foota Hype said, Foota Hype is this man who no know Foota is, Foota man way in. And Foota Hype say reggae, Bill, Khalid never build reggae. So now, to me, all me see it now, on a business level, when you're an executive producer as Khalid is, Khalid's supposed to get 50%. And Lester must know about these things too. On a normal basis, them get half of the right certain things. And then the rest now, if I 5 I will, like 4 I would upon a 4 me, the rest split between way. But you couldn't expect say Silver go get and me go get the same pay because Silver the man do the most of the work. So he have the most clout, he will get more. Less time in music for longer than me. And this sister hail from directly, possibly out of Jamaica. So she feel like say she represent the culture more. And through me I can't do at the moment, me forget like 1%, I want to get the rest of it. So the business wrap up in it, the culture wrap up in it, and you cannot say the problem with Sizzla have. All me think Sizzla meditate this. You represent lion, yeah? You represent lion, right? Them man they see themselves as lions and emperors and all of them are king. And them not care who for baby you put up. But you can't, in a freedom estimation, I go put up a baby picture and the real lion them maybe he never administer properly. But one day if Sizzla could have say, yo, Khalid, a 4 hour with the band of forum, yeah. Depending on you give your plaque. Me know say you want to put the 4 hours so the space little bit, but yo, give the 4 hours 4 separate plaque, Bridget, and put the picture upon it. And put your name on side of our one and thing. Yeah. You can't just have a liquor so. But there's a lot of politics because them say them a cultural, what you call cultural vulture. And you see reggae right now, last year, the reggae get to Grammy, get somewhere else. The rest, all of the nominees this year for the Grammy, it's Jamaicans. So America kept it for us because we too had, as we say, we throw away the reggae, So America say, well, them throw it away, and we are give this award, yeah. The best thing Naras, who preserves culture and preserves the identity of music, would have done is to take it for themselves if them feel like it not represent what it represent. Because they might mix up in it long enough to know what it represent. Right? So the thing them do was take it for themselves. But now that we wake up all tight now, them decide say, all right, them understand now. So we are going to put them back in the thing now because the thing not authentic without all the teeth not try teeth for culture now. Because all you have to do nowadays is wrap up your head and wear a long frock and knot up your head as a man. Yeah. And you get the reggae festival them because the Jamaican them now get from the reggae festival them no more now because it's a Rasta thing and the Jamaican them in the reggae ball in them culture. So the Rasta them worldwide say, oh, we not come in at this Rasta thing. So once you understand yourself, and go back to the root, as them say, Rasta man on fire.
Can I bring in Michelle perspective?
Yeah,
Michelle, what you said, Sizzla is Mr. Plot.
Yeah, well, I think that was very embarrassing what he did.
Sorry, you're talking sip, but you are talking eat. I like that. What are you eating?
Melvis on some fried dumpling right now.
That looks. I had fried. My wife made fried dumpling this morning. I can attest to that. Yeah. Carry on. Yeah.
But the licky nicks come in because DJ Khalid go down there, jump on it, and know him a find fault. That music that Foot Hypes is talking about. So why wasn't it a problem then? If that is because it's a gay girl or lesbian girl or whatever you want to call it, that was she was the first. I mean, remember the song 3 years ago? 3 years ago it come out. No. After you get your money and everything already, why is there a? This is where the licky nicks come. When DJ Khalid got on a Jamaican and have them big this a cook up and a carry on and all them things that them did all for it, but all right now. Bullcrap. To me, Sizzla don't even live up to fame name. Music I not live up to the music that when sing. I know people that's and he's a woman beater. So come again.
You know what me see it now. Sometimes Christian backslide, a Rasta backslide, and then catch up on themselves.
Well, let's come in and
all right.
pick up from that. Yeah.
We're now going to do the personal attack, Michelle. No. We're not going to do the personal attack.
What?
We could talk about the art form. We could talk about the music. We could talk about the actions that Sizzla Kalonji.
Yeah, well,
if
you
Wolano,
see
Wolano, Wolano, Wolano,
uh,
if you got the woman beater part, it don't stop a Sizzla Kalonji or start a Sizzla Kalonji. Bob Marley did it also, right? And we
well,
have politicians who did it
but
also.
Bob,
So mess, me could leave that. No, what I'm
Me
saying to
talk
you,
about the music and the
what
culture.
what about the music and the culture, right?
this is
Me
where
could leave the woman beater thing there because no, me tell you, as a man who produce music and they around them, Ken Book box on him wife. Me see that 2 times at the house and at airport. You can Google that. Let's not go there, sir.
me grew up in the same house where Ken Book kids them grow up in. Ken Book kids them grow up in, and me grew up in the same house.
But me I say, make we not do that.
All
My
right,
sister used to know
we
Dennis
not.
Yeah,
Brown.
All right,
yeah.
let's
I
Me
think
let's
not
I
gonna
think I
let's
think
do
what
the
let's say.
next thing,
I think
As
what
we
let's
say
said,
I
live
think what
and
let's say is
direct.
saying one second. I think what let's say is saying, and I tend to agree with it because if anything you did on Silburn show,
Distraction.
they're talking about this person and this person on a personal level. I think let's just keep it on a high level
On the
regarding the
art
music,
farm.
on the art and the music and
Yeah.
so like that. Yeah,
So
cause yeah.
you want me know, right? And me tend to agree with Michelle. It's embarrassing what Cesar Kalonji did, right? It showed that say we not have patience, we don't know for reason, we not have timing,
Mm.
we're not professional, right? Because him could have done the albums, him could have done the plaques, him and nobody know, you know.
and nobody don't know exactly.
Nobody know. You understand me?
Don't
This
put it
is
on the
not
time.
good. So regardless of the LBGTQ component of it or whatever, this not nothing to do with the art form. You get a plaque. When last a reggae dancehall artist upon a plaque, they upon a platinum selling track or album. This is big, right? Celebrate the positivity. So the small negativity of it is the girl which is possibly or allegedly gay, right? That to you as a Rastaman that is negative, but you could highlight all of that and say, boy, but look here now, we are part of this platinum selling product. We're a part of this platinum selling group of artists with Jay-Z and Beyonce and Justin Bieber and all these great artists. This we are celebrate. I'm gonna highlight that and celebrate that. You understand me? If you have qualms with DJ Khalid about other things, right? Sizzla have money.
Call
Me are
DJ
telling
Khalid.
you, Sizzla have serious money. So if him want him name for big up on the plaque, pay the 450 US and make your name get big up on the plaque. We have seen Capleton collect him plaque and Capleton not no problem with the plaque. Who but not gay people more than Capleton? You understand me? So I'm saying that what is lacking in our industry is professionalism, is management, and business people. People who have nothing to do with music are invested in the music. Until the businessmen and men of Jamaica start investing in the music industry, it will always be a little ghetto hustle thing,
True.
right? It will always be that. Remember, hip hop are the number one music in the world, and it's Jamaican, cool Herc, go to Brooklyn and start hip hop. A Jamaican started.
Mm.
70% of the hip hop artists them know, especially out of New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Florida, them have Jamaican parentage. 70%. The only set I don't want to come from Baton Rouge and North Carolina and them places than California when they have the Jamaican roots per se. But once at East Coast, 70% of the artists them will come in the hip hop have Jamaican parentage.
Is it let's say
And
is it that businessmen also have no confidence? That is why they're not putting their money
It's
where their
Confidence
mouth
I
is.
want,
classism still burn.
but they don't
Classism.
understand.
Them
No, no, no,
downgrade
no,
the
no, no,
culture.
no, no. No, they don't understand it. If the anytime the businessman them know what publishing is, any day
Mm.
them find out what publishing is and how big publishing is. Perfect example when Shaggy did Hot Shots, right? And in the sign to MCA, and him go and them a say, yeah, 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 yeah. Do your album, Shaggy. And him say, boy, more. I think you get 6 points. Him say more 5 points out of the 6 points. Him say, take you can take the whole 6 points. Him say, you sure? Yeah. I'm say, all right. And them give him some money and say, go do your album and them start focus on the other hip hop artists that them have and the R&B artists that them have. When Hot Shots take off, and it wasn't me start run the place. Remember, it's Shaggy and him manager, um 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 what Shaggy manager name?
Oh, come
Robert
on, my show.
Livingston. Robert Livingston, right? Robert
Mm.
Livingston. So them are the
Mm.
executive producer of the album. Them own the album. MCA is now just a distributor of the album. So I think 5 out of the 6 points Shaggy them a get. Now the points thing it's hard to explain, but it's just realize any if $100 come in, them will get $90 and the company get $10. It's the
Mm.
easiest way to explain it. When MCA starts, he said, out of everybody with the on the label, a Shaggy them a sell, right? Them start want to renegotiate now. So when your album start lick now, when they start when they go 1 million, it start sell 30,000 copy per week, and you start move to 70,000 copy per week. The label I go hold them head because the label will say we not make no money. And the artists are make money,
Mm.
right? So these are some of the things that if the businessman ever know, right, what publishing is, and every 3 months you see a check of 250,000 US a come to you from publishing if you have a big song, it's not normal. So, but them not understand what publishing is.
Yeah,
So where
yeah.
is the Ministry of Culture in all of this now? Because the Ministry of Culture only keep to all me see them, because me no want me a Victor, because we seem to agree for music, so me want we agree tonight, Me don't like if we agree, because we can't get dark as me have to start bonfire him over this bonfire. I don't can light fire that, We don't want light fire, because business there at hand. As far as I'm concerned, the implementation of the concept called culture, yeah, is we have mentor. Silburn likes to talk about Pastor Campbell. He's the only flag bearer of mentor now in the form of the Saint Thomas. What's it called? That church Silburn will tell you about.
Mount
That
Refuge.
music, because it represented black spirituality has
Mm.
died out. That is the mentor. The rocksteady has suffered a similar fate. Hip hop, as you said, it started by Jamaica, and it as a form of Jamaican music has never been such recognized by Ministry of Culture. That too has gone, and it has gone to benefit America, has taken that culture. And if we are
And
not careful, the
mentor,
reggae music
'Cause-
too is going to be
yeah.
taken, and the Ministry of Culture I think Victor made it says Trinidad have a ministry of music. If I recall,
Brazil,
sometime ago,
Brazil.
it what your name? Who we talking to? We Virgin so yeah. Him say that we have a ministry of music. We are too much of a musical people, right?
Mm.
That the Ministry of Culture, they keep great events and I enjoy watching them. And the reggae has been brought, the flag bearers of the reggae has brought reggae worldwide and it is now known as a treasure. But you all know what happens when you have a treasure, that the pirates come in and it gets exploited. So
Yeah.
I would like to know what the Ministry of Culture is doing in terms of they must play a role in terms of because we're a little place and you know the people are not educated because the system or it's still and you don't understand how it go already. A man just know him, musician just know their music. Me is a musician by accident and me can tell us a man like Silburn and Corey them don't take me one day. So me have an artist shirt here. Them know
Mm.
business about that. Them know me for have a master's in that. And them say, my father is a reggae legend, yeah?
Uh.
A lot of people do not recognize the artist in me and they wouldn't understand why
Who are
I
your
am.
father?
My father is Ranchi McLean of Sly and Ranchi before Sly and Robbie. Ranchi McLean created the bass that we have in reggae today and the drums slide on bar. Ranchi McLean. You see, have mercy and a good man, Mighty Diamonds and all of the bass one that.
Yeah, the
Him,
bass legend.
him
Bass
is a
legend.
Yeah.
pioneer and a legend. Yeah.
Yeah. Let,
He's
let me. Yeah.
that is a multi-Grammy award winner. So despite going
Yeah.
to get all these fancy qualifications, I have started out to help other artists or to just to play around in the music. But when I got in and I saw all the cultural appropriation, the cultural vultures, the
Mm.
vulnerability of our poor people, the power of our music and what is going on, I say I'm going to stop my foot here because I must serve a greater purpose in terms of the nonsense because as I say, as you wrap up your head now, because right now, even the reggae thing, you have Marcia as a queen and a big woman now, Marcia respected. Right now, one girl from out one Caribbean, two girls from one come from Trinidad and one come from one next place, down in one next island there. And them two women, them see out for turn reggae queen because I
Well.
want to ask the question, how is it that somebody from Trinidad, if me can't go down at Trinidad, me I get all political about the exploitation. I'm feel might not bonfire like Sizzla because me have words for talk because me intelligent and me go to school. Yeah, but me I said to you, say, if I go deal with it at theme level and me can deal with it with my big words. Me want to ask you, how is it? Me I go broke it down to that level, you know, cause as me tell you all the while, you know, my father grew up Tower Hill, and this a part of me there. You may tell something.
Let me bring
I
it.
want to ask you, say,
Yeah.
me take up myself. This is very important, Silver. I say me I go down
Yeah.
at Trinidad for
Finish.
turn
Yeah.
Calypso queen, yeah. So anything we get down there, I for take that because I'm a bright and feisty. You understand when you deal with people culture and the appropriation, I'd say it's sensitive and it can start a revolution. So what me
Well,
see as
yeah.
but so hear me now. If me not ever care if me sound like me a crow like a crook lizard, me a hold a broomstick and sing. You hear me telling you? Because to when me see as I know, me see all the reggae queenship gone where and you have some emperor and some king in a eating on them there. So and what them do know them flink because of the mix up of the religion and the music. And who gets played, gets booked. And since them control the thing outside of Jamaica now, the Jamaican artists them because our Ministry of Culture now them come and them want to pick money for good on us to represent them. It has become a friend and company club to the point that it has affected the whole. You need to look on people as well. We're friends as I know Vita husband, yeah. As him said, as Lester said it's a business. Yes,
husband.
Vita I like to the things them, you know. It is about friend and company. And yeah, Vita husband, yeah, see them. Vita,
Well,
Vita
they call Beyonce's husband Beyonce husband.
Identify.
yeah. So Vita is a very bright woman. So you see bright woman husband, you have to acknowledge them by them empress, you know, and I'm a king, I married a queen. So understand me, you know, say, me as to myself, say, it's a business this, because the reggae kingship, Bob Marley died as a legend, and it hard to get up with that, but only per man in night. But all the reggae queenship, so me if you take up myself, go on a Trinidad, say me I turn Calypso. You say them stone me off of the stage down there, so me supposed to understand it, me come back with broken board. Me out of order. So
All right.
Joe.
All right. Let me bring in Corey. Corey, hey, how are you, Corey? Corey?
Silver, me all right.
No, man. That's up your outer order and it's
No,
a
man,
war
I'm
where
good, man.
everybody thinks them to come take with culture, man. Everybody feel like them to come and take all of the food. And some rum me a drink, you know, so me
Wait,
can
hold
talk.
up. Yeah, drink the rum. Corey, what are you drinking on the internet?
Stop, come out and
some
come.
data me there drinking now.
Oh.
You know, I'm taking some data.
I drink data to the tobacco side. I have no idea where
Yeah,
this
I see
guy is
some
in the
good.
world. What he's drinking data. You know,
So Corey,
there's
the gigabytes or megabytes are
So talk up the things
data.
before the
Well, I don't know.
megabytes take God.
Because Vanessa on tonight, a source of terabyte we are drinking now. I said source of terabyte by
Terabytes,
ice.
yeah man. No chaser.
so terabyte.
You see, me never want a water in it. Rock. Jamaican.
Yeah. So
You're saying, Corey, your perspective, yeah.
couple of things. Now let us use resources as one of the main entry points why some Jamaican artists have to refer to overseas investors or overseas label to take them through sales. Because at the end of the day, sales is what is important. Jamaica creates the platform of popularity. But Lester, your point about reggae being the genre and the pullout of dancehall and anything else from it is irrelevant. We're going forward to that point there again. But you know, for my input, we're gonna separate it a little bit here, right? And go with dancehall artists. So we're good friends, Sizzla, Capleton, and Bounty Beanie, and all of the traditional um, strongholders are the so-called dancehall gatekeepers sit. They still have to rely on 200 million individuals who love reggae dancehall to buy into it. Now, Vanessa, when we look at a Khalid has got his thing set in a particular way where through popularity, it's now translated into sales, into units. Okay, and the global market recognize Khalid as anything that he puts into that space is guaranteed sales. Hence, those artists who are looking for a payday will go with the person who will introduce them to that revenue stream at the highest level, right? Now, we can sit and say it's a sellout. However, due diligence may not be highest highest priority when you're seeking that payday to know who also is going to be on an album, who's also going to be on a track. And it goes back to Bounty Kid and Gwen Stefani. You all remember that. Lester, you remember that. I bring that into the fore, right? Where it was a it was an uproar with Rodney and everybody, all the enemies of Rodney, jump on the bandwagon and say, boy, you must know that this are going. Yeah, where it is often not known what the collaboration will be, the extent of how that will probably violate your morals, right? But it is done nonetheless. So read the fine print because you were promised that is a payday. All right, guilty of that. Fine, move on. Now let us look at what happened with Sizzla. And the headline reads that he's disgruntled font size. Now there's a bigger relationship with Sizzla and Khalid that a lot of people know, and them disregard that relationship in this media storm. You understand? Now, being an ex-producer myself, right, and dabbling in a lot of areas as it relates to being a publicist, right, and getting the most out of a track for the general public to take it on, or an artist who's emerging to have some sort of controversy to propel them to the next stage, right? We're gonna say that this can only be a great event that has happened for move Sizzla career forward again. Michelle, I want you to pay attention to this very carefully. All right, all right. Now, is positioned to be used by all entities to maximize promotion. Okay? Them say negative press or positive press is still press.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Sizzla, a bona fide, it's within his nature.
Apart
A nature
Rastaman and
today.
Jamaican people love it.
Right? Jamaicans and well, global attention will be placed on that. Why? The two things that's happening, two things happened when Khalid came. There was this feeling amongst those who do not have as much as what Khalid have as is a messiah this, is a savior this, right?
Mm.
Versus okay, is an investor. Okay. So when you see the meals being served and the water and you sit down and it look lavish. You
Yardman
understand me?
style.
Yeah, and him spit the Jamaican thing and the lingua and all of that. And some people will sit on the fence and boy, I use some people, but it is still strategic. You see what I'm saying? No,
Mm.
Capleton, Capleton's image was shown with him embrace the black. All right. Now, if you follow the trend over the years, they have been saying that Capleton and Sizzla depend two different fire part. You understand? So my take on this is Buju no say nothing. Was Buju on the track? Yes or no?
Yes, he
Was Buju on the
was.
album?
Mm.
Buju was on the album.
Yes, he was.
Right. So we can't react to every stone that throw in the pan close to me. You understand me? So if the ripple don't cause a tsunami, seeing, not sure not get wet up. So I am simply saying that we need to protect this thing called our treasure, but we also have to make sure that we understand the purpose of the media and the storms that it create, because you're gonna get upset now, Vanessa, and you're gonna drink your rum and all of these kind of things, and the fire might be misplaced. Where you have a legacy where your father was one of the greatest bass
Yeah,
players
Miss
in the
Miss
business,
Fire, you know.
right?
You can't hold my room.
Right? Right? No, that's not what I'm saying, right? And where Michelle also
My
have
room is
great views,
political tonight
but,
and
but
the ear.
Michelle might be
Mm.
disgruntled because she's advocating for, for non-violence
Decency,
against
you know?
women,
Decency.
right?
Yeah.
Decency and upfulment.
Righteousness.
Yeah, use some
And she
words,
said the Rasta man them too
right?
rude and never stop beat the empress them. So people
All
that
right. So
respect them
Vanessa,
because them
I'm
yard
gonna
Another,
close
work.
out.
that's
I'm
another
gonna close
show.
out
Yeah.
my.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna close out my early introduction into the conversation by saying this. As an ex-producer, right? We always have to look for avenues to maximize, right, the profile of our artist and the material that is going out there. It's not a sellout. No, we know look at the reaction of the general public, and we adjust our profile based on the path that we're gonna be taking. See, all right, and that's my introductory part. Later on, I'm gonna burn
Yeah.
some fire
Yeah.
on my data.
Yeah. Can I just go back? Can I just go back? Um, and I'm going to bring in Michelle after. I'm going to go back to this point here. Let Michelle speak, and then you come back to this. We're still at this junction whereby we are not getting it together, whereby we are not forming a block. I'm bringing you, Corey, into the frame now. You're into the music producer, Lester as well, and all these different key persons. Why are we not being that Khalid? Okay, Khalid, of course, is have that international exposure and bringing it, but why are we not bringing it together? As Lester was saying, bringing in key businessmen to put things together. We keep going back around in circles and going. And I believe next year we're going to have a juncture where something happens where we're going to be here talking about this again. Michelle, come in on that point. So what you're saying, and then Lester is also back again, and Corey, you come back on
First,
that
let me
point.
say
Michelle.
this. You know who is the reggae artist queen here? Coffee
Who?
Chanel.
Who?
Who?
She's the reggae artist queen
Who?
here in America. That's all who's
Who?
queen. Coffee.
Who?
Oh, coffee, she
Queen
said.
Me just
or
say
King?
she's
Show up.
coffee.
Me just ask you still,
No, no, no,
No,
Michelle.
I'm just
Sorry, Vanessa. Yeah, go
Me
on.
ask you because Footer I question it. Me alright. Me ask it on behalf of Footer. Cause you see, Footer I always ask if she's a queen or she's a king. So you can
well.
America cannot dictate who is the queen of reggae, nor Trinidad. Yeah.
Mm.
What I'm
Jamaica,
saying is that
Jamaica
she's
dictate.
the
And
big
me don't
queen
know,
here.
if Jamaica
Oh,
have coffee as no queen and no reggae.
Mm.
Yeah.
right. We
The queen of the eminate
understand
from
that.
the
But I'm
people
just
them.
saying to you,
Okay, let
here in
Michelle finish the
America,
point. Yeah.
in America, that's who them see as a reggae artist queen, not Marcia
Mm.
Griffith no more. The culture is just wait and
Mm.
see now. The millennials how they are right now. This is who they see as the reggae artist queen is, and
But
that's what I just
America can always say what they want to be king or queen or something like that. That doesn't mean to say
because
it isn't based or
You
relevance
can't
for
one
tell
Jamaica.
England who to be
here
them
now
king.
in
A King
Mm.
Charles, the English people them
she's the
say.
one.
You have a born in the kingdom, and who is America for coming in my kingdom as a
Yeah.
reggae queen? Come tell
Point
me you are
taken. Point taken,
yeah.
Vanessa. Let's go back to Michelle. Go back to Michelle, and then yeah.
You know,
We're cutting up Michelle at the same time, just to let you
Go
know.
on,
So
go Michelle. Me like what you say.
yeah.
no,
Keep
I'm just
talking, Michelle. Yeah.
saying that's here
What them
in America.
feel?
Them notice them notice as she him or however you want to put it that they notice as here
Mm.
in the USA.
Okay.
And as far as the Rasta is, it was more of a movement. Okay, not when we see they're into religion right now. Rasta wasn't about religion back in the days. Rasta was about way of living, or you live your life, not as a religion. All of them now I say God and all them things. That wasn't it back in the day. It was always a culture where you live it or you live.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's bring in Gaza, Lester.
All right.
Vita
Me
husband.
agree, me, me,
Such
me
a
agree with Michelle. I'm feel I'm still gonna scratch me when I say them thing there. Um,
yeah.
you see, just based on where coffee has accomplished, right? We can't deny it. Regardless of how we want to feel about United States of America, we can't deny it. The numbers the coffee have pulled, the advertisement them, the platform them we shall go on. There's nobody else in terms of female wise where I pull them numbers there, right? Not only
The
that too,
system of popular.
no, hold on, no. Coffee, we're not about the system.
Mm.
I talk about the art form. Coffee are do authentic reggae, right? Whether she want to be a lesbian, whether she want to look male, whether she want to look masculine, me no matter about that, right? Cause we not about no Diana King. We not about no whole heap of other artists who are the whole heap of other things. You
But they're
understand
not
me?
relevant. Diana King
No,
ain't relevant.
but you see, you know what with reggae and Jamaican people, we like hold on for some things. We not like evolve, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way
Such a true.
Beanie Man and Bounty Killer today supposed to run down rhythm with Joshy them and skeng them. No way.
Mm.
Eminem now run down the rhythm where something where Interscope a bill, where Dr. Dre them a bill. When Eminem come out, when 50 Cents come out on a platform, on a stage, you understand me? People go crazy. It's $1 million per show. 50
Mm.
cents a charge now, right?
Mm.
So I'm saying that we keep on a skettle out with thing, we keep on a bit of hustler. Being Man and Bunty them, you go one dance now a wall time right now, it's a Bunty Killer and I dance. We should not see that, right? You cannot go and dance right now for Walter or Maxine and say Shaggy or Sean Paul or Coffee, right? We need to structure with thing. Coffee is in a good place. Coffee I go up and tour with. So remember the name of some people who shall go up and tour with that 2023. You understand me? Shall push the music further. We need to encourage more young persons
Mm.
and stop going to people's personal life and push the music further. Right? What Coffee has done is remarkable. Right? What we see other people are do is also is the younger artists them are do regardless of the content that are them song, right? They might try to push the needle forward. It is incumbent upon the marketplace, people like us, the marketplace, and the older artists them, to say, hey, tweak a thing a little bit, right? Tweak a
Mm.
thing a little bit. Young man, not do that. Tweak a thing a little
Mm.
bit. But also, when you have a man like Squash them, you have some artists who are coming out of the music where they may acquire wealth from some particular telemarketing venture, right? And them come in with millions. You who not have nothing as an elder artist can't talk to them one day, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Because guess what? You never set up your thing. So you have to set up your thing or your thing have some type of substance for you can say because if him feels that he richer than you, or you give him advice. You understand me? Can I say, brother, your thing not work. What me that do work for me. So we
Lester,
understand.
Lester, look
Me
on the
hear you
side of this
bring
now.
up Bob
Light
Marley.
speaker say I've never seen her. I am happy and proud that I have never seen her twerk till this day. What Light speaker is saying that coffee cannot work? I wonder if it's true. I don't know. It's a
Coffee
comment on the
nine to
side. It's a
the
silver.
twerking. Coffee nine to
It's
the twerking. And a Jamaican people make Bob Marley now. White people make Bob Marley, you know. White, not
Bob Marley
Jamaican,
still
not
not
the old
popular in Jamaica.
Jamaican people.
Bob Marley
Eh?
still
We
is
dash him
not
out him on the
popular in
reggae and people
Jamaica.
catch it. People catch
Exactly. A
it.
white people
we say
make Bob
we say
Marley.
let's say
Bob
Bob
Marley
Marley's
still
is
not popular in Jamaica.
Exactly.
Still
It
not.
wasn't our people who would make Bob Marley.
Mm.
All right, hold on, my colleagues. Hold on, my colleagues.
Mm.
Lester, Lester. All right, I think we measure popularity incorrectly. Okay. All right. Them say a king is, never get his crown in his own community and all of that.
Mm.
But
We are say England
all
crown
right,
them king. Whether you don't like him or not, he name King Charles.
And before
And
his
Camilla
coronation,
talk about
he's already crowned before his coronation. Corey, please go ahead.
King Charles and
right.
Camilla Bowles.
unless you're from a royal lineage, then you'll get your crown in your community. All right. So with with that said,
All right,
the
coffee
bigger
have the
picture
crowd
is that
though. Coffee have it that
there is 200
coffee have it.
200 million. So the payday is beyond the
Mm.
shores of Jamaica, and we have to look at reggae slash dancehall as a
Mm.
service product. It's coming out
As
of
an export, as
Jamaica.
an
Leicester,
export.
that is where we have to look, right? Yeah. So it's a service product.
Yes.
Now, a service product influence the marketplace based on its popularity and its
Mm.
need in the international space. Okay, so if people in the United States, Europe, everywhere else clamor for it, then that is where the commercial value lies. Okay, now you also on the return leg, which is tourism benefit because you come Jamaica because the show is Jamaica. All right, and I can probably name drop. Okay, Rebel Salute that is there for the conscious reggae side of things. Okay, some fest with the myriad of genre variation that deliver to a global market. And you have my event, which is Britjam, that is they're geared at music from the rock of Jamaica and
Mm.
also welcome the variation of the music that has been remixed, rebranded, right? So the house music I come back at Jamaica, drum and bass, all of that, the garage back in the days when garage was the thing. No Afrobeats coming back. So we have a myriad of festivals that offers the return that people buy into because they want to see the popular artists. Okay? Now how much the artists charge when I'm in Jamaica is a different thing now, Lester, right? Versus what them charge overseas. You say 50 cent charge a million US dollars for the show. Now, if my artist in Jamaica charging $1 million, right, for a show and the venue can only hold 2,000, 3,000 people, then boy, you know, you have to scratch your head. All of
Mm.
these kind of things. So there's another dynamic that we have to look at now where Silburn mentioned that we're gonna come back to issue, the same issue if we go have it streamlined and
Mm.
streamlined in the music. Same things that guess what you have to have publicists sitting with you and the artists have to understand that this is a business. Okay, what when a publicist goes, look, I like this track, gonna get it into commercials, you're gonna get into movies, you're gonna hear it play in the elevator and all these kind of things. That's the purpose, that's the role of a publicist.
Mm.
You understand? So what has happened over the
Mm-hmm.
years is that this new generation has now found their space based on the international popularity that their music can also be used a few lines. Look at Harder They Come.
Mm.
I'm saying, right,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
laced with a reggae track, and we get in there. There, so old school reggae, the original reggae still have its place because I'm watching shows, programs, and I still hear it. I hear it. Right?
Yeah.
So the system now needs to be amplified with this program, the positive side of it, and people
Yeah.
to understand that it is growing. We don't reach. Remember,
Yeah.
America
Yeah.
have how much million to sell.
Well,
Jamaica only have
yeah.
8.
Thanks, Corey. I want to move on to the last bit of this show tonight regarding the crime. And Andrew Hone is traveling to USA and Canada, actually saying Jamaica is on their watch list. But before I go there, I still have to charge you guys in a way that something must have to take place, Lester, Corey, Vanessa, in streamlining this whole thing. You know, is it that the artists are so big now that they're uncontrollable? But at the same time, you got new artists who are coming up, and then if you're not careful, they're gonna all spread out the same way, and there's no sort of coordinated
Structure.
pulling together.
Lester, what's
But
your
the
last word on
artists
that?
them of today, the artists them of today, big like the artists them of the 90s. You understand me? When you look on between 85 to 95, right? The amount of dancehall artists, reggae artists that sign, I mean, you could have hardly find a reggae artist
But
or a dancehall
Lester,
artist that not sign.
Lester,
Let's
you said
finish
come
first.
well and
No,
me more
no, no,
ask
no,
you
no,
that.
no, Vanessa,
No,
I'm
No,
gonna
me
let you have the
more ask
last
you.
word.
No, the
Vanessa,
important
Vanessa,
Lester.
Vanessa,
The
I'm gonna let
government
you have the
important
last
and
word.
people
Ven-
no?
Vanessa, please
Me
let's
just want
finish
to
and
ask
then
him
no.
because I want him to
Ask the
say
question,
no.
Cyril. Is that right?
okay,
Repeat
go
what
on,
you
go on.
Vanessa.
Lester, me I
Yeah.
ask you if you think say the government back in at them time, they can me don't forget. That's why me I ask him now. You
Yeah,
think say the government did a more help the artists them then than now? Me I just want to know, yeah.
a
No,
Sorry.
true
no,
question.
no. The
Wasn't
government of
Siaga
Jamaica.
wasn't Siaga and Babsy them involved heavily?
Yeah, but
The
that, but
last
that wasn't
well,
politics. That was
well, they
business.
were in politics actually. You're
Yeah,
right about that.
it was
Yeah.
business.
No, me,
Exactly.
me no politics, but them kind of rich people they were in a power used to help Shabba them and me I ask you if I did so. Me no
No,
know. Me not me
but
ask.
it wasn't from a government standpoint. Who me know like
Okay.
Jumper help was Jumper help Shaggy them when Shaggy them go meet them and them thing there, you know. But the government has never really helped the music industry per se. I mean, it left on the fringes, but it has never really pushed to help. And there's some things about the Ministry of Culture that I know that I can't speak publicly here, you know.
Mm.
But what I'm saying is that the artists them of yesteryear, in terms of the 80s, mid 80s, the 90s artists them, way bigger than now. When you look at even how the songs them coming to Jamaica back in the 90s, when it used to catch on quicker in the UK and in America, way quicker. I mean, they're up on the charts and stuff like that. We hardly a chart now. Hardly a chart now. You understand me? But also, what has changed is the format of production, right? So we used to have gatekeepers in the business, and Corey can attest to this, and Vanessa also, where you used to have to go to a particular place to produce a song. Now the youth them are going to them bathroom, you know. So the settings, the production level. So I have a computer, and my computer have all of the things them for a studio, right? I am not a
Mm-hmm.
producer. I
Mm.
can just work computer and the apps them on the computer, but I'm not a producer. A producer is somebody who I got tell you say, hey brother, that key there wrong, right? But also what happened is you have some man who are coming at the music with their money and them are like some Dan. You can't go tell the Dan say him key wrong. You understand me? You have to then know bunks, you have to then know bunks that and fling in your what the thing name? What the thing name?
Auto
Vocoder.
tune.
Auto
Vocoder.
tune. Yeah.
Auto
You
tune,
understand me?
man. Auto
Auto
tune.
tune. You
Yeah,
understand me?
a lot of them do auto tune now, isn't it?
Yeah, and you have to bunks them on the rhythm. You understand me? You
Mm.
have to put them on the rhythm properly because them.
Put cement,
So
man. You have to use
so
cement,
so
man.
so
Lester.
one of the key
Cement.
components where I beat the nowadays artists is them not have the apprenticeship and them not have the music. Now sound system. When the artists them used to have a DJ upon a sound system, and you have to please that crowd there with a new song with them never hear before. That so it build your stagecraft, it build your diaphragm, it build your confidence. Also,
Super cat days, them virgin. My days.
but even in the 90s too. But what me I say, when you can't go ask the selector for a rhythm, him play anything you want to play, So even a calypso rhythm, you have to jump on that and DJ, So
Mm.
that give versatility, right?
Yeah,
Nowadays, the man them only can DJ on the rhythm
yeah.
with them vice the song fun,
All
right?
right.
So what happening now is that you don't have the elder artists them, and there was a structure once where the elder artists they used to take on a younger artist and teach them. You don't have that no more because the
And
younger artists
no,
come in with their money. They
Yeah,
were coming with their
and
money, and you
and
can't
to
talk to
me,
them.
everybody's for themselves. Everybody up the other one.
yeah,
You up
yeah.
in
Well,
a
listen.
certain echelon in the music,
Mm,
and you're not even a
mm,
read. This is what's going on in Jamaica.
yeah.
They don't look out for each other.
Yeah. Well. Definitely. There's. I mean, when you saw that fire there, one thing it showed, and maybe it is saying that there's a fire or there's an explosion or something is burning up and it needs to be sorted out. And that's
There
why
is
I'm
a
putting out.
power base behind reggae.
Huh?
There's a power at the bottom. There's a
Yeah.
power.
So
It also
yeah,
has said there's a power at the
yeah,
bottom. The
It,
power
ne-
not
it
only
needs,
come from the
yeah,
top.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
know,
It
say you
needs
at
it,
different
it,
levels.
yeah. It
Yeah.
needs to be captured. It needs to be sorted out and pulled together.
Yeah,
So leave that
regional
with you,
management.
cool with Gazi
Like
and
popcorn.
Vanessa. Yeah, yeah. Sorry,
I was
Vanessa.
just
You see
reading
that stuff?
today that where Busta Rhymes isolated chaperones when him a do film rapping. You
Yeah,
understand? Let me just I read it just today.
yeah.
You know,
But anyway,
so a lot of
mm,
them
Me,
mm,
What is
you see
you
the
saying about
product.
popcorn?
You see the all right. Popcorn of a pop, Lester from the bottom, feed pop up, So if it propel it, sometimes fire for go underneath. I think it sometimes it dead and it cold, and they can't just tough and hard and a cement as you say per rhythm. So
yeah,
you say me as an artist can talk about well Lester, so me can identify because you know say me come out of what you call university going on music, cause me come out this and go in a studio. Grub Cooper from the Fab Five, but me have a
Yeah,
song
man, me
called
know grub, man. Me know grub.
yeah, Grub say I'm a wicked vocal producer. There are different aspects as Lester
mm,
is saying of
And writer
production
too.
and writers. There's a writing people. Then you have the vocal producers. Then you have the one that mixes and the one that masters. Now I am going to do
mm.
vocal production. I am singing a song called Crazy Love. And I know say me is a little office girl, even though me can be racha. I can be office. Especially when I just came back from England about 10 years ago and went to Jamaica. And when I went in and I was singing this song and I said, oh, the song is out now. It's called Crazy Love. I said, I don't like you. And I'm going up in this English. So Grub Cooper said, I, madam, take off the black jacket and the liar glasses in my studio. Because one thing him asked me, anybody have any
Yeah,
pride issues? And me said, no, sir. Me not have
mm,
none.
yeah,
Me not know a
yeah,
thing. And him said, go in that corner there, so me that one bridging with me, because me I go studio, me work with man company, because I know studio stage Leicester. And him say, you're a man. And the brethren laugh and him say, let's see if you're your man, we just beg your woman for 2 seconds. So just sit down there and don't bother scrub your face. Go in that corner there, that's what I mean. Look for
yeah.
the brethren now and don't say, you look in my eyes and it took me by.
Yes, you shouldn't have said that. Maybe they block you.
The matrix of our, the matrix.
And I said, I don't like him, right? And Grub said to me, he said, no, say, me not like you. I said, listen, you see when you're singing, say, me no like you. He said,
Yeah.
it's a Jamaican thing. Where you going with the Queen's English in here? I used to become a ranch opinion, I'm a ranch used to sleep on bunk bed pan tour. Listen, when me go to studio, them no normal with me, them no take it easy, them rub it like sandpaper until me become the type of artist. And I say, oh, that's why Marcia them and them people stay so because
Yeah,
them all daddy there. Them
yeah,
deal with me coursing at the studio till me I become
yeah,
refined
yeah,
out.
yeah,
When them done with me now, me see the international world start fear smile with me because them a look for the authenticity of the sound. When me go to university go lose. Cause me no say
yeah,
me I come with masters in a music.
yeah.
See?
Listen.
So,
I want to touch this thing here before I go. The Andrew Holness is in the States now. Speaking to the FBI to sort out crime, and Venice and I was talking earlier to say that you can see where Andrew is coming from because apparently there's what 300 or 30. Is it 30 or 300 names of persons that they know of that they want to put to the FBI to sort out the fact that weapons are coming into Jamaica. So somehow trying to streamline this, not streamline it, but to stop it really. Uh, but the only thing that I'm just sort of disappointed with is that it is this move by the Prime Minister wasn't supported or endorsed. I don't know if it was supported or endorsed by the opposition for there to be this collaborative effort when they're dealing with something of this nature because of the history of Jamaica with the CIA and all these different things there. What's your take on that, Lester? I mean, if you can drop a word, your minister of information.
Hold on, Lester. Before you answer, Silburn,
Mm, yeah.
you say you're not sure if there was a collaborative
Yeah,
effort
I wasn't
between
sure. Yes,
oppositors.
yes, that's correct.
So that I want to get it right because I don't want Lester to answer something and the rest of us on the call and really understand. So you're saying that the opposition may not have had the opportunity to speak to the prime minister with that
No.
move
Let me go back to my words. Let me go back
to
to my
name
words.
call criminals or something.
No, let me go
No,
back
no,
to
no,
my
no, no.
words. No, let me go back to my words. Let me go back to my words. I don't want you to put words in my mouth right here. Let me clarify what I'm saying. From the SOE, we know that there's not a collaborative agreement with the SOE at present because the opposition is not in support of it because of the infringement of human rights, even though the prime minister alluded that the courts have had no issues with it. And there's a period of time where they can do the SOE. Now, moving into the America now with the FBI, and this word which is
Mhm.
being used a lot called the crime plan. I don't like
Mm.
the word crime plan because I don't think that the plan of dealing with crime should be a public thing where everybody know. I think
Exactly.
a crime I think a crime
Same
plan
thing
should be
here.
something which
Forward.
the police and the soldier them know and deal with it unless they are trying to tip off persons and say this is how I go on so he's gonna be here, don't go there, so or whatever. Regarding the FBI thing, what I'm saying is that I'm not sure and I don't know and I've not seen it if it has been endorsed by the opposition in the sense that the prime minister is going to the FBI with the support of the opposition and the government together to say, listen, there's about 300 persons there. We need to stop them because people in the diaspora, I don't know if it's Lester or me or Vanessa or Michelle, is sending gun to Jamaica. You know what I'm trying to say? That's what I'm talking about. If I can make it so clear. So,
Go ahead, let's
All
we
right.
hear Lester's take on
Um.
it.
All right. This should have been done a long time ago. Where we contact our international partners in Canada, United Kingdom, um, and United States, where we identify through intelligence these are possible persons, these are possible criminal elements that are funding crime or criminal activity in Jamaica. How can you, our international partners, help in stopping or capturing or arresting or eliminating this threat to our island of Jamaica, right? Also, we are urging you that you will be stricter on your borders, that the things that are leaving your borders to our shores, right? Because we don't have the resources that you have. There's almost 150 porous entries to Jamaica, and we don't have the manpower or the resources to fully man our shores like the United States have the resources to man their shores. So we're asking you also, with this collaborative effort, tighten up on the things that are coming through your borders.
mm,
The difficulty with that is things will leave America like gun and drugs and something. In Africa America economy, kind of
mm,
leave. You understand? In Africa America economy, with the exception of them US dollar, the fiat currency. Now, so we have to have that type of dialogue, and we should be having that dialogue since the 1990s. Or the 1980s. We should be having that type of dialogue, but it's never too late to start, right? So we start
mm.
now. But I want it to be intelligence based driven and not political based driven, right? Intelligence based driven. It have to be very precise in what we want to achieve, the timeline we want to achieve these things, right? So
Yeah.
for me, these things should have been done a long time ago, and it's a bold step. I'm just hoping that, listen, the prime minister I do this right across the board, where white collar crimes too, persons who are in the political arena, persons who are in the corporate, the business arena, right? Persons who are in the entertainment arena, persons who are in the medical arena, whichever, right? So it's not just a little gunman them or a gang or whatever. You want to stop everybody who are push and infiltrate the country with these type of weapon and type of crime and type of big money for support crime. That's a one. Two, with the SOE, I am in kind of, when I say borderline, the fire upon borderline, kind of on the fringes with the SOE. The powers, the natural powers of the police of Jamaica have. We don't really need a SOE for do the same thing that like what them a do. We don't really need a SOE. They put the SOE and them say results fine. For me, I'm saying that the soldier and the police them can operate normal police operations, right? Them can shut down any community them want, right? And operate same way once them intelligence driven. That's my issue. Now, with the SOE over the last 4 years, right? Have we arrested any major dons? Have we arrested any major drug kingpin? Have we arrested or dismantled like any major gangs? The one now are they still in operation? You understand me? The Stone Crusher is still in operation. The Clangs one is still in operation. In a Poacher similar constituency, there's 59 active gangs in a one constituency, right? Denham Town, gangs in a Denham Town is still there. Tivoli Gardens. I'm saying, what are we really doing?
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like it's been intelligence driven from my standpoint. Yes, we put a band-aid on it, and the band-aid help for a minute, but
Mm.
what is the outcome? For me personally, last thing for me, you see, a man like I'm not gonna be personal to the person, the minister of security and the commissioner of police supposed to have mandates within the first 9 months. This is what we want to achieve: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right? If we don't achieve these things, I'm going to resign because obviously I can't manage. Obviously, I'm not implementing strategies enough to combat these things. We cannot have crime and the things that we are done.
Mm.
Where watch a video with the Manchester shootout, the Aporos last night. Watch a video. I mean, I say 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Gunman just in a porous a town in Jamaica. A shoot and a rob someone kill Chinese people. Me I see this man video. Me I say this can't
I
real.
mean, what happened there? What happened there?
Shootout. Them kill a Chinese the Chinese owner for the supermarket, and them just walk out. But this massive shootout. Them kill an innocent a bystander, and just what I'm saying is we cannot have these major shootouts are going in a town in a town center. It happened in Mobile. One of the done them I come from court and them intercept him car 10 o'clock in the morning and shoot him, kill him. We can't have them something happen.
Porous?
Eh?
The shootout happened in Porous
In
yesterday?
Porous.
Last night, yeah. Read the video.
All right, ping
Yeah,
that to
man.
me, let's when you got a chance. Yeah. But I think this is something similar to what we're talking about even with the music, whereby we find ourselves back again with these same things, and what Vanessa, what you said is that you can see is a different move that the prime minister is doing. If you can go on to that part, Vanessa, there.
Yeah, what I'm saying, though, is a different move that the prime minister is making. I guess the prime minister is shooting after the cowboys in America as to where the culture has started, because the
Mm.
Chinese started with the kung fu in the movie theaters, yeah. Then they moved from the kung fu to crockery, and then they now dominate the world with production. And we see how culture being spread through the media has infected and messed up societies. No, even the God, remember Billy the Kid who used to make both gun and shoot up and carry on, and the Indian and the cowboy culture and the gun culture came right there. And then we
I
know
used
as
I
a
used to do that in
I, I,
primary school.
I'm saying,
Cowboy
you know,
and thief, cowboy and thief, Indian
way
and Indian and cowboy.
way back when.
so
Starsky
and
and
that
Hutch.
let's start on the video to well start describe on a video with me, you know. And that let's start describe at the culture and it is in the minds of the young people. Because as you say in everything, the media has a role to play. And I understand what Andrew is saying, because they are talking about the drugs and Jamaica and they want to stereotype it and mess sub Andrew turn around, cause Andrew face, you know, Andrew say pick out the speck out of your eye before you cast the lag out of mine, because you have your gun with your ability kid culture and infect we and pollute we. And then now pass the things them over here. So I wanna don't care. And then as anything gonna start to label Jamaica. Because for one, the reason, because you see where we are, that's why the pirates found us as a heaven. Because because of the places that they could hide, and Henry Morgan and them could hide there. So we still have that issue today where criminals do find us because of the natural. Remember, we have one of the, is it what, second or largest natural harbors in the world?
Seven.
Mm,
Seven natural harbors in the
mm.
world. So because of how our country is made, it lends itself to the criminals using it as a thoroughfare. So we need
Yeah.
international cooperation. And for me, but only thing though, one thing, me I think say you, Lester, in the diaspora, Corey is in diaspora, young lady is there, Silburn is here. We have a lot of brilliant people amongst us that are cultural ambassadors, and you can't tell me amongst the entire populations of Jamaican diaspora that you cannot advertise for some specialist that can come in and take care of the business. Are we so dishonest? Is there no self-belief in us? I'm not saying we cannot get the international cooperation because of how the thing transpiring between Caribbean, yes, deso. But I'm also saying in terms of the technicalities, in terms of the personalities, me don't like to see the Prime Minister and the opposition. Read the SOE now. For me, it cannot be a permanent thing where I live here. I live here, so down a Tower Hill. Me a good citizen live down, me live down near the ghetto, because I'm born at Tower Hill, I'm a grow a Waterhouse. And when me live a Waterhouse, we was professional people. And you come now, me want go work, and you zone my gate to. And me if you ask to step over soldier, come ask me where I come from. Me real up and give him one lick in him face, you know. Cause hear this now. Me don't want to buy a question because you wouldn't have it at Cherry Gardens. So for me, I don't know on both sides of the fence if it is a permanent, it is solution to our problem, because our problem stems from poverty as well, border control. It is multiplicis, so whatever the word want to
multifactored,
be.
I
Yeah.
yeah,
see it
What
as
I sitting do. Remember,
internal well.
yeah,
yeah. So here
As
this now. We need to
internal.
separate the issue, as Lester
It
said,
is internal
culturally
in
speaking.
Jamaica.
Set targets, as Lester is saying. The thing was, and then the Prime Minister him feel good when him come out and said there's a state of emergency over at Tilburn Gate, and him feel like him a governor, and the people say, "Oh, and job him state."
Well, no,
And
no,
you
they
know,
did it. They did it. They put a state of emergency in Sentan. Ocho
and
on a
the
state of emergency.
international world have that. Listen, every cockroach
Yeah.
that Jamaica they pan media. No more in England. There's a peer stab up and shooting. If you're going to them courthouse, it's full of crime. All kind, and them don't put it on the media, but the police them working because crime will always be in society.
Yeah.
But we are publicized or when instead of solve it. And few in the media, them
Yes.
know, cause them lazy and them no want go look
True.
for good journal.
True.
Every little
So
thing.
you gotta cross here to get
Yeah,
to get
you know what's a 10 man dead down there, so and you know what's a
Fix
smart get rape over this.
house first before you try to go out. So
Yeah.
and it's something internal, and I feed people them whoever work in a government and them get paid off. They're sellouts.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. The whole
All
of
right.
them are sellouts.
Yeah. All right, Corey. Let me have last word of Corey on the crime thing there.
I'm going to take a different approach in responding to this, because for those who have lost loved ones to crime, it may be a different response. Maybe two response. It could be one that said, "Look, there's gonna be a reprisal," and the other is, "Why me?" You know, but the effects of what is happening in beloved Jamaica right now, it's not good. It's really it's negative. It's negative. And going back to the days when he used to play police and thief, and I'm here to ask Silburn what you used to be. Were you a police or were you the thief? Yeah,
No,
run
man.
and all of that. Right?
We used to play
I
anything,
share,
man. Yeah.
Who's
yeah,
Police.
one society
He
pick
used
up
to have a
play.
friend who say man the drug down. Him say want be a drug down and him used
No,
to play that.
we never used to play those. We never used to play those roles.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
friend will say him
we
want be
never
when him
play
come
those
him have
roles.
a ton of gangster and a drug
yeah.
down because I'm see it on the show them. I tell you, and you know say that little boy, his mother was a Christian and him grew up good. And you know that boy go America and get in a crime. Him go to Canada and go in a crime. And him a beer criminal him getting and him used to be fascinated by this whole thing on TV. And him straighten out now eventually because the church you know him, you know.
Yeah.
But boy, him have to run away and run from the law. Because he just got influenced by it.
All
Let me
right,
go back to Corey.
all right,
Yeah. Thanks,
all right.
Vanessa. Yeah.
I'll go back to the point quickly. That I remember that if you turn up late and the game start, you have to be a thief. And the feeling to be a thief wasn't a good one. Right? Wasn't a good one. This Jano Star, it haunted you for the whole day. You understand? To the point, yes. But I hasten to say that probably it's become the norm now. Society is so fractured, and there
It
are
is
so many things, you know, and there are so many things out there that forms the impression that you need to get back your own. Somebody did something, do your family something, and you have to get back at them. So the underbelly of of reprisal and eye for eye, those kind of things, it has now driven crime to a level where it is now the governing crime. It is now, it's like you're so close to it. Even police officers who are who are serving and protecting, they may be exposed to some sort of hurt. They have lost a loved one, and it makes their job 10 times harder to
Yeah.
police, right? Why would you want to bring in somebody you know is a hardened criminal, run riot, right? So that level of restraint. So sometimes you have to nip it where you believe that the bud not even come out yet. So I'll go back to the zones that set up, and Vanessa, you asked a question, why should you be answering where I come from and all of that. How would you answer if I be the officer of the law and said, "Good morning, Mrs." or "Good morning, Miss Mackenzie.
You know why I'm a
Um,
gate?
where
Not
where have
nothing.
you been?" Yeah, but if it is not your gate, Vanessa, it is somebody else's gate.
Yo,
You see what I'm
me no
saying?
like,
So
all
we
right,
know
but
culture.
me assume say come on my yard. Me no want no police on my yard. Me tell you something, me no like Babylon, I me no want them on my gate. And Jamaica no like, me tell you something about Jamaican people really still, them and the police, them not really agree. So me don't know what Andrew go do, because all of this, every police in
So
America
you
have
are
and
part of the
and
problem,
this.
Vanessa. You're part of the
Yeah, but
problem.
them not the police, them
Yeah,
not
but
solve.
you're
The reason
the,
why me pissed
yeah,
about
but
police is because me see them murder innocent people down in the ghetto when me grew up star. When me grow
that
up
is
Waterhouse,
what
them
I
still
am
have to pay me.
saying,
My hurt.
Vanessa.
So what you
Vanessa,
say,
that is what I'm
Corey?
saying.
Hmm?
Right. So that is what I'm saying. That people may have been affected by things happening in the
Yeah.
past and witness certain things. Yeah, right. And they now have their callous, and they now become somewhat a stumbling block to some sort of justice for the wider community, right? So
Yeah.
your case, man, hold on, Michelle,
Yeah.
Michelle, because how to me, and I don't like a particular thing or system. Why do I believe it can't serve a better good for somebody else? Silburn doing something, but Silburn might be a good friend to you and won't do the same thing to you. It may be
Yeah, but all right.
circumstantial.
You know what me think of the solution, Corey? You see all of them ghetto, them want the building, them mash down. You see up in a cherry garden, side of where Angela live up in a where having big houses, or one place.
So what the
I want to put up some
solution,
equivalent of some
Vanessa?
council flat
Are you social
in
housing in?
England. Yeah, I want to put some social housing
Yeah.
next to him house and put gentrify the place. Him take some of the people them when they get to, and everybody take some of them people there and disperse them ghetto there. And you see them areas there where them live, build up good house there so that was ghettos before and build them up. Reform the housing structure of
Wait,
the
wait,
society
wait,
because
wait,
the housing
wait,
structure causes a problem.
Vanessa. Question, Vanessa. Where the money come from for do that?
Well, the diaspora there, we have got just throw around some pan and beg some money for do it. Because me really supporting them.
But
Like,
All right.
that's
regardless,
infrastructure.
if
No,
me if
but
me
that
hear
but
Yeah.
about this housing plan, we will put
Vanessa,
money.
Vanessa, hold on, Vanessa. First of
Yeah.
all, Vanessa, let me school you on the ghettos where you say a country people come a town, come mash up town,
So the
right?
land them still
No,
their
no,
country.
hold on, no. And
Mm.
them come farm it into inner cities, and then politics turn it into garrisons. But at them mash at them area, at them mash at the house where them living at them mash at them street where them depend, at them mash at them own area, and
But
a
a
Andrew
slavery
owners
too.
are Michael Man.
Slavery.
Hold on, no. And a Andrew owners are Michael Manley are the Matalan, them mash up the community where them living at, right? I used to live there, so I'm telling you, we who live there mash up the things that we have. The solution is not to put ghetto
No,
people
they
uptown.
never did build up in the first
No,
place,
Mm.
Lester. No, we never build. I some little
no,
mud
no, no,
out
that's not
and
true.
zinc place
That's not
All
true.
right.
after
No,
slavery.
no, no, hold on,
Look
no.
at the
That's
place
not
over there.
true. Hold on, no. There was no Beverly Hills, there was no Meadowbrook, there was none of them place there. The rich people them they live downtown. So Arnett Garden, Trenchtown, Kingston Garden, Rema and them place there. That was Kingston.
Play my tune,
Yeah.
There was
Are
Silver.
we
no
Play
gonna
my
get
tune.
Toronto.
Play my tune.
Yeah. I'm waiting.
on?
I'm waiting to.
on-
Yeah.
So
We're gonna
urbanization
sit
cause when
on
the farming community them
Instagram.
mess up, the farmer them start come a town now because them left the land alone and come a town and commit crime. Plus the farm work system where them take out all the farmer them out of the land. So not no they are town for it. So them start thief and get misbehaving because the land them they are country that even not grown nothing upon them empty then. And
All
that
right.
I do.
Well,
And the
guys,
lack of
listen.
transport to and from. Not if you walk down in a muck with some land there, you know, a train down there, you know, the road them bad and the bus them not even can
Go on
drive.
back a
comfortably.
country. Go back a country. Go back where you come from.
What if you live that's when a good transport there, if you bring
Who's
them
that
from
singing?
urban to rural. A multiple
Who's that singing?
problem, man.
Corey?
And the poor way
Corey?
I sing out for.
Corey, who's that singing?
I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
I don't think I can get it in the system there. I'm playing it on my. Listen.
Bring closer to the microphone then.
Where I'm from, that's where the root is. But every now and then the shootings. No part to one, not even moving.
Sizzla Kalanji.
Sizzla! You know what I'm
Praying for a better change and a brighter day. No love, no one knowing you. Only God knows what you're going through. Long time coming, but I know.
So where's that tune?
All right. So
Sizzla tune.
that tune will be out. You see, all of the spate of crime and violence going on right now. That tune is coming out in 2023 March. Right. So listen out for that one. So the
Sizzla,
the singer
that
that's on
singing.
it.
Who sing?
But I said no.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. So
who sing it? Oh.
Marshall.
Corey, chef.
Marshall used to be Wayne Marshall. Wayne
Oh, that is
Marshall
Wayne.
from the UK. No.
Wayne
from the
Marshall?
UK. Yeah. Wayne Marshall, the soul singer Wayne. His name is now Marshall, right?
Marshall, okay.
So he's
Okay.
Is that the one? Is that the one with his family? Is that the one with his family doing some social media thing?
no.
That's not it. Okay.
No.
Marshall,
No.
this one
No.
is Marshall.
The
I will look for it,
original
Marshall.
Wayne Marshall. Yeah. That sing the soul song. I wanna hit
Yeah.
G-spot, baby. I wanna hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
that
two Wayne
Wayne Marshall.
Marshalls. This is the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guy. Yeah.
You know that Sizzla, Silvan. You know that Sizzla. You
No,
know
I can't. No, I get copyright. It shuts me down.
Oh.
I get this thing all the
You
while.
won't
That's
get
why.
copyright because that
Not on this one, the corridor.
that one
Yeah.
belongs to that one belongs to my group.
Fire tune.
Yeah. Well, listen, guys. I want to thank you so much for coming on, and but I just want to bring up something here. In the Jamaica diaspora in the UK, there's this thing which is happening, which is the election, engaging Jamaicans and empowering young Jamaicans around the world. Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council, youth organization dedicated to building engagement. Kure, you want to talk about that briefly there? If you this voting.
No, sir.
issue?
No, not at all. Not at all. I have no. It's not within my remit to discuss this election and the committee, nor am I this election at all.
You're in the committee.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Somebody asked me
I'm
to just mention this tonight.
Okay. So when are the date and the time of it? Is it virtual? Do they have a virtual part?
Yeah, there's more information I'll have to send out. I'll get some bits and pieces. Global Jamaica Diaspora Council is towards some election there, which is happening, So I'll get some more information on that. I think there's a Nathaniel Pete and Kevin Brown, who are the persons representing some sections there. So we'll talk about that in the future. But I want to just share. I just want to share something briefly what Vanessa was talking about, and it's this Pastor Campbell. I'm gonna get this guy on the show because I've been watching him. He's very interesting.
Yeah.
He's a very interesting character, and I think Jamaica is missing out on this.
Hallelujah! It's number 5.
That's another form of fire.
Yeah, I tell you what I like about this guy here. Is that, and he came out and he was explaining something about what people talk about is ministry, but I like the natural Afrocentric aspect about it, and how it's so natural. And they're worshiping God, But the whole aspect about it is that it just like something which is Jamaica
It's a
missing out
very
on.
Jamaican way of worshiping in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Afrocentric way, you know.
yeah.
So part of
It
time we
just so
feel like a
natural.
ballad, you know.
Yeah,
That
yeah. So I'm gonna invite him. I'm gonna invite him on the show. I've communicated with him a couple of times. I even did a video while I was in the park, and he posted on his page. But I think we are getting, if we can get
listen,
back to the
man,
roots.
you can't get Bob's in need to talk to him, you know, because when in details, if Bob's watch him properly, I know he's a revival man, but he's younger, he's different,
Yes,
and he's catching fire.
yeah, but
So I just
eh,
think the Minister of Culture needs to pay attention to him before
yeah.
the ESA producers start taking away and people start taking away foreign. Cause them soon take him away, you know.
Actually, he's getting a lot of exposure overseas as well. You know.
Them soon
Anyway,
gone
well,
away.
guys, listen. Michelle, it's great having you.
Yeah.
Big up
Um,
Empress
Okay.
Michelle.
you guys have
Yes,
settled down
yes.
now with your elections. You guys have settled down with your elections, and you got that lady there they swap with Russia. I don't. Is a lady or
Yes.
I don't know who these people are sometimes. But
Brittany Jenner is a
Brittany.
double NBA basketball superstar,
yeah,
and I just politics, you know.
yeah.
And it's just politics exactly. And they
Just politics.
switched her with
The agent of that same name.
the agent of death. Exactly, let's
The,
go.
the,
Yeah.
the guy, the one that they switch over. Yeah,
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
people said them couldn't switch. I say, get a Russian them people them. Why you want to keep a Russian prisoner? Get them prisoner.
never
Get
give
them-
people
What
what they were doing. Yeah, well, they deport Jamaicans all the while, isn't it? Back to Jamaica, so they deport him back to Russia.
give them, but
They deport them, but they're gonna serve time in Jamaica, right? When they did
No, when they deport them to Jamaica, they don't serve
No,
time.
no,
They've
no.
served the time already.
They don't go home and serve time.
no,
No,
because,
only
you,
deport them.
because you don't commit a crime in Jamaica.
You come into
Okay.
overseas, yeah. I mean, there's a big thing going on in America now regarding this young girl named Shaquille Robinson.
Yeah.
I think it's happening in Mexico, and I think they're trying to deport or extradite a couple of
think
the persons.
They
There.
already extradited. One
The
of
video that I
the
sent
girl
you?
that
The one they sent me, Lester. Yeah,
they already
Yeah.
extradited the girl that was fighting her. That was But I think that everybody needs to go to jail. Everybody everybody needs to go to jail.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
especially the man with that video.
Especially the person that video it.
Yeah.
I don't know this
Yep.
this thing about videoing thing. Corey, listen, Virgin, have a good one, yeah.
Yeah, man, bless up, man. Bless up.
Yeah,
Hold on, before you go, you know what say? How much you know bet me say? Brittany Jenner, Brittany Jenner, I gotta go back to Russia, go play basketball. How much you know bet me?
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, because
Another stolen treasure.
the WNBA don't pay money. So
I
that's why
know they don't pay
that's why the
money.
basketball players them who don't the NBA and the WNBA. But listen, if you're playing in Europe or Russia or these places, you get way more money than when you play the NBA, you know.
Yeah. Mhm.
Way more money, you know.
yeah.
The NBA
But
is
she'll
just
be-
televised.
Dumb if she try to go back. I want to see that play.
But I'm telling you, she's
Yeah.
going to go back. I tell you.
Okay. Well, all the best to her and she and Russia
All right.
and Putin. As a matter of fact, Ukraine. I mean, with Ukraine,
Yes,
that's another
Vanessa.
thing there. Take care,
Yeah.
Michelle. All the
All
best.
right.
Yeah.
Right, Michelle.
Bye-bye,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
But I would
Yeah.
like no fire now. The whole I want to be able to self, please. No fire.
Yeah.
Silver, big up yourself.
Big up. All right, beat the husband. All right, beat the husband.
All
right,
Big up
all
my
right.
wife,
Beat up,
Vita.
beat up for me. Tell
All right, beat the
for me.
husband.
Yeah, my
Big up
friend
my wife,
Vita.
Vita.
Big up
Remember Jay-Z got upset one time, people were calling him Beyonce husband.
him should have proud, much man want to be Beyonce husband. That Beyonce bright and pretty and
Yeah.
talented.
Corey, take your time on the internet and keep drinking your terabyte.
Mm.
All right.
When I reach a terabyte tonight at so
You still up on what? Megabytes?
a couple gigabytes, man.
Couple gigabytes.
I never know the difference between them.
All right. Corey, I'll message you after this, yeah? All right.
Yeah, man, totally. Yeah.
Cheers. Lester, big up. Thanks for the video. Vanessa, peace out. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for tonight. And I said at one point that I was gonna go over onto the Instagram bit, but nah, yeah, take it easy. Have a good night. God bless you. See you around next time. And Christmas is coming. The geese is getting fat. Enjoy the Christmas season. Wish you happy Christmas and happy New Year when it comes. I mean, we'll still be going on. Not going to stop. My Sunday evenings still. The plan is to have guests. Nobody tomorrow actually. Got so much things happening. To come on the Sunday evening special. Have some different guests line up. Also have a guest to talk about. Now that we are all working from home virtually. My former trainer. He's all the way from Staffordshire. Gonna come on one Sunday evening and talk about working out. Because lots of people actually, believe it or not, a lot of people actually, they work from home now. Even I do. You get up, you go straight to your desk. You're not really going out anymore. You're not really popping outside on the street, getting out. And if you're not careful, you can actually just get fat. And that's one of the reasons why I do lots of workout. The workout is very good. The workout is very key. You get up in the morning, even though it's cold. I mean, I'm looking at the temperature now. It is, what the temperature is now? 2 degrees, -2 degrees. Yeah. But in the morning, if I don't go into the park, I'm going to walk around the street here. Just wrap up and just go for it. So have a good night. God bless you. Peace out. Talk and sip. Saturday night.